You to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you.
There's 42 seconds left in the second half. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession.
On the court right now for the Cardinals. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then it's White. Then there's Harrell. And it's back in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there. For some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots. Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
What a bucket at one of the more... crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the... enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Here is Dave. Here's Harrell. Can't get the three to fall. And an intentional foul right there. And he makes the first of the 1-and-1. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
So we see the Cardinals get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. Even if a youngster wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle.
Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the UConn Huskies.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward.
Take it to the basket.
Here is Day. Pass to Harrell. From deep. Decker with the rebound.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
It's stolen by Hill. In transition, here come the Badgers. Hawkins shot good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
On defense, the Huskies. 13 feet away. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hawkins has got his second basket.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program and all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
The Badgers making a switch here. The Badgers leading by 8. Harrell in its shooting guard. Martin is out there with Reed. And it's Day in at the 1. And here's Hill for 3. Huskies with the rebound. And it's the Huskies on the break. Freak with the ball.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or... go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Kaminsky out there with Dawkins. And there's Hill. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Conley in at the 3, the small forward. Now the pass to Hawkins. Back to Conley. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. And the Huskies going the other way now. Harrell. From beyond the arc and then some. Harrell's got 6.
Guys, you just can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
And I was looking over at the opposing bench. They couldn't believe it either. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Harrell, he's in at shooting guard, and it's Martin in at the 4. And for the Badgers, they've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4-man position.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling.
UConn trails by 6. Here's Harrell. Off. Target from outside. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got 4 assists now tonight.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hill dishes to Walker. And it's off the back rim. No good. UConn with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Pierce trying to break free. Jennings with the bucket.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Back to Walker. The Badgers working the ball around now. There's the bucket. Good. 9 points for Hill.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch. Clark looking very confident right now.
Harrell in a 2-guard. Pierce is out there with Keefe, and it's Jennings in at the point. And Fisher kicks to Wade. Outside Hill. They'll double him with Harrell. Hill passes to Wade. Shoots a 3. Hill, no good. UConn trails by 9. Passes it to Keefe to the right side. 3-pointer. And is Harrell missing.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Sims dishes to Harrell. Lets it go with a three. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Badgers gain possession. The Badgers leading by 9. Here's Hill. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Out to the wing, beyond the arc. Conley grabs the miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Hawkins against Splitter. Hawkins kicks to Evans. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow.
Sinks the second. UConn trails by 12. Day the pass to Harrell. 1:14 left here in the second half. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Deckers checked in for Wisconsin.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Badgers.
Clark, what do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
Simply field goal percentage. They shot the ball much better than the opponent.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Hill. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Boy, they're going to need some serious heroics here from Freak. It's going to take close to a miracle for them to get back in this game.
Anything is possible, but certainly isn't probable. If Freak can step up and somehow keep this game going for them, it'll be the stuff of legends.
Martin kicks today. He dishes it to Harrell. They need this. The Badgers pull it in.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Outside Hill. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they...
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time.
We met working.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Sam Decker from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Jaren Grant from the University of Notre Dame. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Delon Wright from the University of Utah. With the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Justin Anderson from the University of Virginia. With the 22nd pick in the NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Bobby Portis. With the 23rd pick in the NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select the shooting guard from the University of Connecticut.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady, Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
No, Mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
Jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect. The bird, tell them lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. Say lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town? Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit and be on my way to Venice. LA got the people saying, Brooklyn saying, Hacienda saying, Vegas saying, Rio saying, Tokyo saying, Down Under saying, Miami saying, Jamaica. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know. This is how it goes.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Beneath the tranquil hills of Washington Park, downtown Portland alive with activity. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. In the season before, they completely the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Harold.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
So for New Orleans right now, Gordon out there with Tony Douglas. Then there's Cunningham. Then there's Anderson. And it's Ajinça in at the 5 spot. The first quarter can... Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
Well, not exactly a close game so far. And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player is that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Harold.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way. To open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock. You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem, his first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve in his family. has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
And it's Gordon missing.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
And it's Harrell missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Cunningham's shot is off.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
From deep three-point range, Portland again missing.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just
a dominating first half of basketball. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us. A different look now for Portland. Chris Kaman has checked in for Davis. Henderson comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Harrell in for Damian Lillard. Harrell in at two guard. Henderson out there with Plumlee. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Kaman in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Out to the right wing. Pondexter with it. Now defended by McCollum.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve.
Pelicans trail by 15.
And, guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game, always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Lillard. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1. Now here's Harrell, guarded by Holiday. A three ball. And the three is knocked down. Deep ball good and a nice shot from Harrell.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building. That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show handles like that.
From outside the arc, missed. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now. Damian Lillard.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
Same time I didn't want to get to.
So I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. After this game, the Rockets head back to the floor. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. On the floor for Portland, Harrell. He's in at point guard. Allen Crabbe out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Henderson in at the two guard.
Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kaman. Passes to Harrell. Here's the three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And for Lawson. is great when he attacks. He does obviously create well for his team on drives. Interesting player, certainly, but playing with a team that's growing and pretty young around.
Good point. And, last season, Lawson averaged about 13 points for his team off of his own drives. I mean, that means 13 points a night would be a direct result of him attacking the rim. That's second in the league in a stat that only trailed James Harden.
I think that would surprise some people.
Yes.
And it's Harrell missing. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. They didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
The shot's good from Lawson.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
It's stolen by Lawson. And here we go. Lawson heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Lawson's got 6 points.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity.
And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take. And the first half is now in the book.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight.
The second half beginning in just a moment.
Been a stellar outing in this one for McCollum. He has 11 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points.
And then for the Trailblazers, Chris Kaman's checked in for Plumlee. Harkless comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Harrell in for C.J. McCollum.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
On the floor for Portland, Harrell in a 2-guard. Chris came in out there with Aminu. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Harrell.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
And stolen by Harrell. There's the feed to Lillard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Damian Lillard is a two-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his 1:14 left in the game. Trailblazers trail by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Houston.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Trailblazers.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Howard. And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Capella in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Harrell. Portland no good that time either. Here is Harden. Ariza outside. So we see the Rockets taking the win here.
Yes, I'm here with James.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Dwight Howard. He just put it completely out of reach in the 4th quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now.
He was a monster on the inside.
And, folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.